Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. Hoping it won't get too windy, but I've taken apart the satellite dish receiver, and I think I run against the problem everybody else runs into. Whatever diameter or size these little coax cables are is not known to man, because I cannot seem to find a socket that fits that. But until I get that out, this is like cast aluminum, but it'll be considered dirty. So we got a pound and a bit there. This is all almost a pound and a half of potentially number one cast. Now here's where it gets interesting. These little circuit board things. Oops, I just lost a piece of circuit board. Oh, there's the chip. I'm hitting a CNET. I'll just put him in there. Pieces fall off. There's a million screws in these things, but you could already see the shine. A little bit of copper, a little bit of gold in there. There is a way to clean these boards off, and I'll keep it for later. Now, if you're Canadian like me, let that wind go by. I'll show you the other board. There is a way to clean these boards and then to process these boards for their gold. So you got all that gold, lots and lots of gold. But that's basically what's in them. I didn't have my drill, so it would have been quicker if I would have had my drill. And I spent a lot of time looking around for that. But if you had all the tools ready to go, you could probably process these things in under 5 minutes. So for about a pound and a half of aluminum, give or take, the accuracy of my scale. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to keep these. I'm just going to go where it's a little less windy there. It's just, of course, as soon as you go to make a video, everything gets really windy. The thing with the gold is that you can process this through, I've seen people use vinegar and salt. I'm going to try that method. I'm going to get set up for it. I'm sure it's pretty toxic to do, is like most things. But if you can get that gold, I don't know what it's worth, but it is gold, and there's lots of it in these electronics. Now, if you want to just sell these little boards, the problem you get is in Canada here, we're because of the Kyoto Accord, from my understanding, is that there's no place that pays you for these things, because what they want is you to drop it off at a free depot. You see them all over the country where you drop off your electronics so that they don't end up in the landfill in some third world country. So instead we process them. So for example, this chipboard, probably you paid an extra 30% for the processing of this chipboard, but it'll be processed here and properly, so they say. So right now there's no place where you can bring these in for scrap in Canada that I know of. There might be some place, if somebody knows, by all means put them down, but I would hang on to them for a little bit, but it'll save you from hanging on to a lot of them. I just dropped another microchip. But maybe instead of hanging on to the boards, you could process the gold off of it. I'm going to explore that option a little bit more, and then I'll see, because I mean, hey, every little bit counts. Right, so anyway, yeah, there we go. So that's what I got going on. A little bit of processing. All this plastic, there's basically 2 screws that hold that on, which is not a big deal. Oh, another little bit of aluminum. So yeah, you got a bit of aluminum there anyway. There's a microchip in there. I'll hang on to it. Who knows? Could become valuable at some point. But anyway, that's all the processing we need today, except for this one little manifold here. And yeah, so if you get set up, you could actually go through these things pretty fast. I use some screwdriver and hammer action. Hammers always solve a lot of problems, but got number 1 cast, another number 1 cast. This is the money right here, but you got to find a way to get these out, and I haven't figured that out yet. So if you know what size they actually are, if there's a special tool you got to get them out, and is it worth it? Again, there's, you know, a pound and a half right there of number 1 cast. So you tell me. All right, anyway, have yourselves a great day, eh?